So I still have the gear that I picked up at the end of the last video. I've logged back in a little bit later and run around to this hill to look for campers again. I found this bandit on the roof. I had trouble finding a way to zero him. He wouldn't move, he was always facing away, so I just guessed. There weren't any zombies beneath him that I could see, and I wanted to fire a quick shot. It was very annoying to miss. I was sort of pissed off and gave up, then just took a final shot after zeroing the 500. Sort of annoyed at myself. I could have taken my time and got the shot, but I rushed it. This is another guess. I thought it was between there you go. I thought he was between about 550 and 600. Turns out he was pretty damn close to 600. But you'll see in this little replay, the ricochet, it seems like the ricochet actually hit him. It appears to be a headshot. It mustn't have been a headshot, but it looked like it. It must have hit his hand or shoulder or something. Yeah, it might have been shoulder. He was very lucky in any case. After that first shot, I got the zeroing down, and every shot after that was going to be very accurate. He was running down the hill here, and his level changed kind of suddenly, and with the time it takes for the bullet to reach him, there was no way it was going to hit. It went way over. I should have aimed really low. So I'm feeling pretty annoyed at this point, and I want to make sure I get the shot. There's someone else has come up and started camping on this roof, challenging people to come into town and fight him, but he's just going to sit up there and shoot him as they come in, I think that was him anyway. So I'm waiting, measuring from his head to his feet, waiting for when he moves so his feet pop out of the out of those polygons there that are covering up his body. And I just keep calculating the range over and over again until I'm certain what the range is. I measure, calculate, double, triple, quadruple check. I should be able to just remember, positions, but I forget numbers pretty easily. I should be able to remember that if I'm sitting at this point, it's about 500. Well, I remember now, but at this point, I've still forgotten. Just zeroed to 500 because I'm confident that's the range. Just waiting to see his head. There it is. So he's going to sit still now. Yep, checking again, 500. Headshot. Just doing a little scan to see if there's anyone else there quickly. So I see zombies moving down there. I think there might be someone else down there. They might come up to me. I should leave. I probably should have left already, but stuck around for a few seconds. Job done, heading off. Still worried about that guy. As I'm moving up here, I see zombies running up the hill, and I get worried that they've chased someone up who might be trying to flank me. They're probably just mine. It seems like they were just mine. Anyway, so I'm checking, and then I noticed that I haven't got a kill yet for that camper. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? There's often a bit of lag between... sometimes you get a kill and the number pops up later. But now I just sort of... I forget about, being careful, and I just run back out into the hill to see what's happened. It looks like he woke up, ran around the back of that, trying to take cover, and fell unconscious. And now I'm shooting him, and it's clipping through some fucking invisible object, or he's teleporting, or who knows what's happened. What appeared to be a headshot earlier, I think I'm certain that the hitbox of his body was covering his head, even though his head was visible. It looked like it hit his head. The hitbox from the very corner of the hitbox from his body was covering the back of his head. So I was scanning the rooftops around Cherno for more campers. Spent a fair bit of time doing that, but no one was getting up on the roofs, which is kind of good, I guess, for everyone else. For the people wanting to loot the town. Then I heard lots of gunshots over this area, over the hill. This is between Balota and Cherno. And there were guys down sort of near the coast. Yeah, fighting a lot. So I'm sitting here sort of waiting, trying to be a bit patient. And then I decide to take a risk for fun, to put myself in a sort of a bad situation and see if I survive. If I'm trying to just survive as long as possible, I don't do this sort of thing. On this server you spawn with a Glock. So that's probably a fresh spawn who's just been killed and run back. And see, I'm completely exposed. I'm running in the open. I normally wouldn't do that, but like I said, I'm rolling the dice. Because here you can spawn with a Glock, and you can choose where you spawn. So these guys are respawning and running back in like it's a fucking Doom deathmatch at a LAN party in 1993. It's literally deathmatching what they're doing, and I don't have a problem with that. I do that sometimes, but that's what the situation is. Well, I don't have a secondary. I don't have an assault rifle or anything like that. I only have this sniper that I got off the like I said, the guy from last episode. Definitely over there. So I'm coming into this little mess with a different different mentality to these guys. Like I said, the deathmatch thing. I'm just coming in to see if I can get involved and come out with something. So get some gear, or just see what happens. Maybe even help someone out, or whatever happens. Just something interesting. Just a little challenge. So when I arrive, there's a chap sort of just down the hill in the trees, and he's looking up at someone with that AK variant, ACOG, what's it called, a SA5V or something. He's up the hill, sort of on the crest up there. That's him firing down to a fresh spawn with the Glock at the tree there. So he's firing uphill, the other one's firing down. And there's a third person with an M16, ACOG M16, who gets involved as well. So they're all... So off to my right is the guy lying on the hill. And he got killed by the M16 person. Now the M16 and the Glock are fighting. The Glock fellow has run out of ammo and he's coming at the M16 with a baseball bat. The M16 chappie got a little too confident after killing that other person and seeing that his opponent has run out of ammo, so he let him get too close, made a mistake. I just had to remove him. If I wanted to get any gear, I had to make sure everyone was dead. I waited until, the last person was alive. I was pretty sure that he was the last one because no one was shooting at him. He was still... I think the other guys would have been a bit more hasty and fired, so I assumed there was no one else around. I decided to just loot that one body up the hill rather than going down into this pit of death. Something interesting happens here. I found it interesting. And I'm thinking, awesome. I can get an assault rifle, but I actually put my sniper rifle on him and then grabbed it back again. There was a little bit of lag in between. Basically, I moved the sniper rifle over, moved my mouse over the assault rifle, then moved my eyes away before clicking on it. So that little bit of lag, and me being sort of rushing, a little bit nervous and wanting to get out of there, I fucked up. So now I've got two sniper rifles. I'm running out. I should have been running in cover. Instead of sort of running the open again, and quickly check back behind me. Spot someone chasing me. Someone's respawned and run back to that spot. So now I'm not, at this point I'm not sure if he's alive or dead. He was a pretty good shot with his pistol. If he had anything apart from a pistol, I wouldn't have engaged. If he had a rifle, I wouldn't have bothered. I would have tried to keep zigzagging and run away, and he probably would have hunted me down. So here I'm trying to look at my inventory while still being able to look behind me, but I accidentally bumped the mouse, and my left is obscured. Here I realise that I've picked up a second sniper rifle and I'm very confused as to what happened. I wanted to switch to an assault rifle and use it on the person who was pursuing me, but nothing there. You could see me sort of, pushing the slider up and down looking for it. I couldn't believe it. So I've gone back up and I've noticed that a kill has popped up, and so I'm looking back down the hill, and apparently I killed that guy. I mean, I was trying to hit him, but I didn't think I wasn't sure that I would. Again, it, like people don't realize how accurate third person with a crosshair is. It's extremely accurate when you know how to use it, and was a far better option. See, I'd run out of painkillers. I was shaking. I needed painkillers, so I went back to his body. I wasn't going to go back down into the fray again. I just wanted painkillers. Cut my losses and leave. It's one of the things I think that makes the game when you have to do something finicky, when you have to do something that takes a little bit of concentration and you're under stress and you make a mistake. I think to me this is one of the things that makes DayZ what it is. And that little inventory thing, to me, it's when that sort of thing happens. It's not cool when it happens due to a glitch, but when you have to focus and control your emotions and control your hand and still focus, not get the blinkers on and lose sight of what's happening around you. You know, keep your situational awareness. You have to do all these things at the same time, and that's really interesting to me, and really challenging. Now this is what I'm talking about with the crosshair accuracy. So he's behind a bush, doing quite well, shooting me with that pistol, hitting me at that range. I'm in the open, kind of silhouetted against the background. Now the dot floats over him. Hopefully that little green line will show up after YouTube compresses the video. After this I start heading north, and I spend a lot of time, a couple of sessions, looking for meat, drinks, painkillers, everything, basic supplies, but I decide at that point that I'm just going to kill the next person I see, just for my own, to make sure I survive. I don't want to die of thirst or be stuck without painkillers and morphine. This fellow I came across is just unlucky, really. Here I'm waiting for him to get outside sort of his most effective range with his assault rifle. Beyond this range, I've got the advantage. That was a very close shot, just missed his head. A little bit lower, might have been a headshot there. He couldn't seem quite to pinpoint exactly where I was, so his angle of cover wasn't perfect. He just stuck out a little bit, and I could get the shot. Unfortunately, he didn't have any drinks, but he had everything else I needed. When I can't find basic supplies in small towns that are outside of dangerous areas, the next step down for me is hunting people to get supplies. And the next level down from that is actually going into higher spawn, more dangerous areas. So I sort of become a bandit once I get low on stuff. I'm back at this castle looking for campers or just watching the action, see what happens. This is also a couple of days later from the last little clip. And I'm drinking alcohol, having a good time. And as you probably know, alcohol makes you a moron. Just watching this bandit running, he's way too far. My chance of hitting him is really, really low. I don't even bother. I'd only miss and then draw attention to myself, give away my position. That body out in the field has a gun lying next to it. So I'm interested in that. I'm in not a very good position. I'm very exposed. Sort of have, 200 degrees of no cover, no concealment. But I'm a little tipsy, so. And then it's my turn to get the drinks. So I have a break, 10 or 15 minutes, and come back. About 10 minutes actually. The body's there, the gun's gone. There are zombies up on the hill to my right. So the situation's completely changed. I'm zeroing zombies, looking for the person on the hill. I move back a little bit and get behind some cover, which is better, but then I get bored, get a bit cavalier, get a bit complacent. I run out in front of this hill, over the crest, completely exposed to everyone down the hill, skylining against the sky. The way I'm talking, you can probably imagine what's about to happen. I'm just so focused on this hill. I can feel that I'm doing something silly, but I do it anyway. It's really strange. You should always imagine that someone's watching you even when you can't see them. I scanned down the hill and around a little bit, couldn't see anyone. That doesn't mean anything. Especially when third person switched on, people can watch you without making themselves apparent. So here I'm zeroing slowly. There we go. Brain's ticking over slowly, trying to zero. Trying to range find, I mean. Range finding and zeroing are two different things. And I die. Because I fucked up. See, when you do something like this, you go out in the open, silhouette yourself, and you don't die, you should consider yourself lucky that you got away with something, not unlucky when you do it and get killed. I think it's good to be self-critical, so you can improve. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.